Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me know if you can hear me. Gonna do a little morning coffee chat. I love connecting with you guys in the morning. Got my coffee ready. Got my Aldi's German coffee. Got the doggos. I got Little is actually sitting behind me. She's being a sleepyhead. I'm going to take a look at the charts for you guys and anything that you want to look up. Shout out to my friend Rasta Stocks. He did a video this morning about financial freedom. I like that very much. Head on over to his channel and give him a subscribe. Shout out to Disruptive Wealth Creation. Shout out to Michelle Morar. Got a lot of people that I love to chat and talk about stocks with, and I just want to show you guys my appreciation. Good morning. Who's here? We got one watching. Who's here? If you're here, go ahead and just chat with me in the chat. Hey, we got Nate Palmatier. Well, thank you very much, Nate. Nate the family man Palmatier in the house. I got up Dogecoin, AMC, GME, and oh wait, I got two Dogecoin. Let me switch that. What do you guys want to look at today? What's everybody looking at? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Doge is sitting at 60 cents. I bought some more yesterday. I truly do believe that it will go past $1, so I thought 60 cents was not a bad price, but what it's turning out is 60 cents appears to be the new strong support. It did not drop below 60 cents or very, very close to that overnight. And no, I did not stay up all night watching it. I'm not doing that. Once I make a decision, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But it looks like it's got a really solid support there at 60 cents, which is great. Let's see what else I could put on here. Probably let's see what Bitcoin's doing. I think Bitcoin's going to blast over 60,000 again. It did a couple weeks ago, and then it went back down, but every time it goes below 60, it bounces back up and starts heading towards 60 again. If Kathy Wood is right, this is going to be an amazing investment for everyone that has taken a chance with Bitcoin. She's saying if institutional investors get involved with it, it's going to go, you can add like $200,000 to that price that's sitting right there. I don't know about you, but that's something that I think is worth a shot. Look at TEL coin. Okay, I'll check that out, Nate. I'm not sure if that'll come up on Webull. I don't think it will on the Webull chart, but I can check. What is that website that tells you the coin prices and everything like that? What broker do you use? I'm using Binance right now, and if you guys would like Binance, I've put a link in the description. I did a video on SafeMoon and how to play SafeMoon. I'm not an advocate of SafeMoon. I think it's a distraction. That's my opinion. But anyway, in that video that I made on SafeMoon, you can have my link for Binance if you'd like to get Binance. And I believe Binance is working on a wallet, and they're working on adding more and more altcoins as we go. I believe they will bring XRP back, the Ripple, and things like that. It was taken off momentarily, but I think that will come back on there. And of course, you can get Dogecoin on Binance as well. And I'll post a link in the description of this video when I finish up. But I will check that out. I use a Canadian broker called Newton. Cool. I have a sister that lives in Australia, and I'm curious if anyone is watching, if you guys know what crypto broker that they can use in Australia. I was telling her about Dogecoin and Ethereum and some of the altcoins that I've been buying. I know everybody uses different brokers because you may not be from the US, you know. You may be from Canada, you may be from the UK. Like my friend Steve from Disruptive Wealth Creation, head over to his channel and check him out. Great channel. I believe a lot of those folks use Trading 212, which is like their version of Robinhood. But there are others. I'm just not familiar. I'm not familiar with what they are exactly. So anyway, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I did buy more Dogecoin at 60 cents even. So if you see it going over 60 cents, then I did make a profit on that. I did that in Webull, and I believe I'm just gonna swing trade that. I think I'm gonna unload that. I'm not sure when. I'm gonna watch the price action, but I'm at least gonna unload some of that before the Saturday Night Live show, because if you watch how Doge Day 420 played out, where everyone was supposed to pump it and hype it, it actually faded on that day. So I believe you're going to see the same phenomenon. You're going to see the best price action and the highest price most likely before that show even comes on. So just be mindful of that. I have noticed that trend, not only me, but this is that sell the news trend, okay? So just be careful with that. You may see the highest price before the show even comes on, okay? And I intend to sell at least half before that time frame. I'm curious what everyone else's strategy is for that, but that's how I'm going to do it on that one. Now, I have some in Robinhood and I have some in Binance, and the ones that I bought in Binance I am not selling ever. Those were set it and forget it. But I do think Dogecoin has an excellent opportunity for swing trading, so I'm going to do that on my Webull. Buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't even know where that came from, because it's kind of counterintuitive sometimes when a company gets great news and yet it still sells off. But it's definitely a good lesson to learn if you are a new trader and a new investor. It's definitely something to be aware of. And if you want to play it safe, that would be the way to play that. Buy the rumor, sell the news. So yeah, neat. I agree. Thank you. I think the USA has some of the best. Thank you. Yeah, well, of course I have TD Ameritrade for my new account challenge. And before I forget, of course you know which stock picks I have on there. What stock do you guys think I bought this week? And I will do an update video. I was thinking about doing a combination where I went over that and did the live stream. But I'm going to keep that separate because some people just search for the TD Ameritrade New Account Challenge update, the weekly update. So I'm going to leave it separate. But I'm curious, what do you guys think I bought? I'll give you a hint. It isn't something that's not on the list already. It's something that I already bought, which I added to. So, and also tell me which one you think I should have added to. But let me know what you think. And I will be posting that either today or tomorrow. But I did already buy $100 worth of a stock for the new account challenge. I did pull the trigger on that. I'm curious what you guys think was my pick for week 18. Time is flying by. I have TD as well. Oh, very cool. Yeah, Nate. I only put 100 a week. I started with 400, which is what I got it with the stimulus, but I do 100 so that it is more relatable, but of course you can scale it up depending on your income. Of course, you can. When I made the initial video, I said it's what you want to make it. So of course, if you make a lot more money, say, and you want to put 200 a week, then that's great. Then that's how you build it. It has been tricky because the stock market this year is not acting the same way that it acted, say, from last summer. A lot of the stocks are sort of stalled out. A lot of great stocks, and I have another sort of theory, or if you want to call it a conspiracy theory, on why. I'll tell you that in a second. Remember when the whole GameStop stock fiasco happened? Remember? Okay, you have a group of what seems like younger, newer investors that got in on that GameStop hype, right? And of course, AMC then began to get the same type of momentum. But these newer, younger, and they're not all younger, but these newer investors that jumped in on that, many of them have the trading apps like Robinhood and Webull. What are their favorite stocks? If you take GME out and you take AMC out, okay? And I said this in one of my previous videos. I said, big money is angry. You can't, first of all, they're going to win in the long run. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. They have more money and more time and more resources than we do. That's just a given fact. But what are these favorite stocks that people love to talk about? They love to hype it up. They love to go on YouTube and talk about what are some of these stocks. I'll name a few of them off for you. Nano Dimensions, Neo, Space, SPCE, right? You got Castor Maritime, okay? CCIV, CleanSpark, ChargePoint. Stop and think for a moment. Why would big money not put money into these stocks? Think for a moment. You know we have AMC that is in a squeeze. It is oversold. There are synthetic shares. Hedge funds are going to have to pay the price eventually. What do you think new investors would do if all of a sudden CCIV goes up to $50 a share, say? Don't you think they're going to cash some of that out? Where do you think that they would put that money right now? I'm not talking next year. Where do you think they would put that money? There's a high chance they may put that money in AMC and GME, right? And what is the last thing that a hedge fund that shorted a stock wants you to put their money into? AMC. Why would big money roll money into other stocks that they know for a fact, because they are online here, they are listening to you? Why would they pump up and pour their money into a stock that the same investors that cost them millions and millions of dollars that bought GME and AMC, why would they do that? They're not going to do that. What they're going to do, even though some of these companies are doing amazing, they're holding their money. They are not going to pump these stocks that you are heavily invested in. Why? Because they have more time and they have more resources and they have more patience than the new investors do. So, my opinion on stocks like CCIV, NEO, and there's a whole list of them. They're the ones that you see the YouTubers get on, and we're going to talk about Workhorse Baby, and we're going to talk about this, that, and the other. Why do you think they're doing terrible? Because they know you guys are holding those shares. And guess what? If you're not going to sell at a loss, then they got you. They got you. They are going to hold their big money back as long as they want to and make you sweat. So that's something to think about. I'm not buying any stocks right now because the market is being manipulated. It always is. It always will be. And these stocks, these up and coming amazing technology stocks that you love, big money knows that you love them, and they're not going to pour their money in and let you off the hook. They're going to watch you sweat for a little while. That is my theory. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I think that has a lot to do with a lot of the popular or meme stocks right now. And I think NEO is an excellent stock. But what's going on in the stock market right now, the hedge funds are liquidating a lot of stocks that are amazing stocks. Why? Because they need that capital. They need that liquidated because they're eventually going to have to pay for these AMC shares. Now, I'm not heavy in AMC, but I did buy some AMC because I think if you're patient enough between this $10 and $11 price point, I think that you will do very well. But you have to be very patient, and they are not going to move fast just because you want to cash out this week or next week. They have more resources and more patience than we ever will have. So that's something to think about when you lock your money in to an investment. And right now, my friends, right now, it is getting very, very suspicious out there. It is looking like the SPY. Let's look at SPY. Let's take a look at SPY. And I called this out a couple days ago. SPY is so overextended right now. It's due for a massive correction. This is due for a massive correction. And what'll happen is, the morning it'll look like everything's fine, guys. Everything's great. Look, we got SPY. It's at 415. Oh, everything's looking green and happy. And then around 10 o'clock, everything tanks. Because when you wake up, you're like, oh, SPY looks great. I'm going to buy SPY. Blah, 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 blah. And then at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock a.m., it looks like we're having a mini crash, right? Everything that's like, why? Because they baited you in. They baited you in by making it look like everything's normal. This is going to be a nice, happy, sunny day. this is how the morning is going to look, perhaps, if and when, and I don't want to fearmonger, but if and when we have a substantial and a real crash, not just a correction, but a crash. Because big money knows that a lot of these stocks are overvalued. It's just a fact, they are. As much as I love Tesla, I think that stock price is overvalued, and I just wanted to be in it. I have 4 shares of it, and I'm still down because I bought when everyone was saying it's going to 1,000, and it really was. It was. The technical analysis did look like Tesla was going to 1,000. Now, I'm holding Tesla long term, so it does not make much matter. But if you're not invested in Tesla, I would wait for either a heavy correction or, God forbid, the crash. And then I would load the boat on Tesla because I just think it's an amazing company. But right now what is it? It's up pre-market too. It's at 670. But it's still, that is overvalued. It's a great stock. Now, I'm not one here to debate that. It is a great stock. But if we ever get a massive correction or crash, $670 times whatever amount of shares that you bought, that's going to be a real hurt piece. So definitely be careful with that one. But mostly I wanted to get on and talk about Doge, how I see that this 60-cent level is what appears is a new support for us. If you can get in on 60 even and ride that till maybe tomorrow for a nice swing trade, that's great. But hopefully, if this is something you believe in, hopefully this is something you grabbed back 20 cents or less. Hey Darren, the shareholder bond. Thank you, Darren, for stopping by. Hey Nora, totally agree on the crack. My spidey senses are tingling. They really are. And if you have some of these programs like Black Box or Cheddar Flow that show you what the big money flow is, what the big money is doing, it actually shows you. It's like $100 a month. Black Box will show you what options and what shares big money's buying. And guess what? Lately, it's gone eerily quiet. That has me very concerned because normally in my group, I'm in the Capitalist Academy group, we're sharing this black box information, sort of using it as a tool to maybe place some trades or see what big money's buying, which options flows are coming through. Lately, big money has not been buying a whole lot. That has me concerned. So that is, if you can get anything from my morning live stream, please make sure you keep 15% at the very least in dry powder or cash reserves, guys, because it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Can you still make money? Yeah, there's amazing day trades and swing trades out every day if you know how to find them. Of course, this week I think Dogecoin would be one of those amazing choices. And I respect the opinion of people that don't believe in Doge and don't trust it. I totally respect that. My mentor does not believe in it, and I respect his opinion for that. You have to respect people and their opinion, okay? And yeah, I went on, was it a Sunday live morning stream, and I was talking a little bit of smack. No offense to anybody. You know, when you're right about something, sometimes you want to say, hey, remember when I told you about that? But I'm not that type of person that I told you so. So if it came off that way, I apologize. It was not intended that way. But I feel as though Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I feel like I'm getting pretty good at spotting these opportunities, and that's all that was. And when I do, of course, I'm going to share it with my viewers. I'm going to share it with my friends. And when I noticed that Dogecoin was looking like it was a massive opportunity, I did share it with you guys. But there's people that don't trust it, that never will trust it, and I respect your opinion for that. Some people that have years of trading experience, they're not interested in cryptocurrency. They're not interested because their wheelhouse is stocks. And if that is your strong suit and that is your wheelhouse, more power to you. If you can get those small consistent gains over a long period of time, you can build an amazing amount of wealth with that consistency. And if you don't like the volatility that comes with cryptocurrency, then, and it's not your style, then that's okay. But it's just something I'm excited about because I see the potential because of the marketing opportunity that it has and the momentum it can have because of the huge community that it has. Right, guys? This is a community-driven asset. Right? It's bringing people together, and it's really cool. The Doge Army, very cool people out there that are in it. I see what everybody's saying. Darren says, thing is, if the NASDAQ, S&P, etc. are at record highs, surely when they tank, they will drag exactly all of our small cap stocks even more than the recent correction. Yes, if you've made some profits on the small cap somehow, some way this year, which has been very, very difficult, my advice would be to trim a bit and take some profits off the table. Regarding Doge, do you think this another sell the news play on Saturday? Yeah, I do. I think there's people that loaded a massive amount of money in it. There's people that play this that hate Doge. They might just buy a ton of it and just to dump it right in the middle of the show, just to be a jerk, right? Hedge funds, big money. But ironically, the hedge funds most likely love Doge. Why would they love Doge? Because and Jeremy Lefebvre did a video yesterday on this. Why would hedge funds love Dogecoin? Think about that. And they can pay people to hype it up. They have a ton of money to pay people to hype up Doge. And unfortunately, I'm not paid anything. I don't ask you guys for anything. I'm not monetized. I don't sell t-shirts and mugs, nothing like that. But why would hedge funds love if you bought Doge? Well, if you're not buying these stocks that are heavily shorted and your focus and your distraction is over here on Doge, yeah, they want that, right? Because why would they want you to buy a stock that they have to repay, that they shorted, right? Yeah, they're like, yeah, go buy Doge. Matter of fact, go buy a ton of SafeMoon too. Go buy Cardano. Go buy, Bitcoin, Litecoin. Take your pick, right? They love that because then you're not loading the boat on AMC, right? If they're sweating, you can't tell right now because it's AMC's actually. Let's look at AMC. AMC looks like it's taking a fade, but this stuff is very deceptive because there is manipulation in the market. But they love you to buy some Doge. Matter of fact, they might be buying Doge, right? These people have more money than you can even imagine, okay? Think about millions and millions and millions of dollars. And we're getting a couple $100 and we think we got it going on, right? They are always going to be able to outlast. You cannot beat Wall Street. And shout out to Lou versus Wall Street. I love your crazy channel. If you guys haven't tuned into Lou versus Wall Street, he's a maniac. If you are sensitive though or easily offended, don't look at his channel. But and whether like beat the hedgie, you're not in the end of the day, you're not gonna beat hedgie because hedgie has too many resources and too much money. You can hit him with a few shots, right? Boom, 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 boom. But you're not gonna knock him out. You're not gonna knock him out. And I already made money on AMC the last time that it squeezed. I made like $600. So that was fun. I just happened to hop in it at the right time. But it's at $9.17. Don't be surprised if it goes down into the $8 range. You know what I mean? Because they know that's going to freak a lot of people out and they're going to sell. And that's what they want. They want you to sell that. What the shares I have, I'm holding it. Gorilla Gang strong, okay? I'm not selling that. But yeah, they want you to look over. Go look at Dogecoin. Go look at that. Because that way you're not buying these stocks that we shorted. You're not buying a bunch of GME. They can't stop you from buying AMC and GME. They already tried that, and that created a huge scandal. So now everybody's watching, right? So they can't pull that number again. Now they can always do we're having server difficulties, technical blah 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 blah. And that may happen Saturday night with Doge. Don't be surprised if you have Robinhood and say Doge gets up to like 95 cents. This is hypothetical. I don't think it will. And you're like, yeah, cash me out, dude. And you're I'm going to sell it. I just made like $2,000. Up, server difficulties, delay, don't be surprised, guys. If you want to be safe and you have a idea of when you want to sell this, set a sell order. Because when these things freeze up, you will have no proof that you wanted to sell it at that price. You will have no way to get into the app because the app is going to freeze. And this has happened to me already, right? So my advice is to set a sell order at least on a portion of it, if that is your intention, to take profit on a portion of it. Because chances are Saturday night Robinhood is most likely going to freeze. That's just because I've seen it happen. You get all these people using it and it starts having a stroke, right? And before I keep going, I just want to say I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is nor the Stock Explorers morning coffee chat. I'm going to probably keep this flow until about 9:15, and then I'm going to hop over and listen to my friend Peter DiCarlo on Capitalist Academy's live stream, because that's something I enjoy doing in the morning. If you'd like to join that group, the link is in the description and up in the banner. Ask me for the coupon code. Yeah, guys, just kind of have a game plan. Have a game plan. If you don't have one yet, think about what that might be before that show comes on Saturday, because we know that is a catalyst. We know, and we have no idea what's going to be said or what they're going to do, right? We have no idea. No idea. AMC is sitting at 9.17. If you wanted to average down, that's not a bad price, but she might keep sliding. She looks like she just took a dumperoonie McFatty right here. Yikes. She just looks like she just took a dumperoonie McFatty. Look at that. Wah. Ouch. Somebody just sold heavy. Somebody sold heavy. Here's the squid. My little squirrel monkey. Say good morning, Squid. That's my little buddy. She was a stray when I moved into my new house. And it's almost like she knew when I was moving in. My neighbor caught her. She was running the neighborhood for weeks. Nobody could catch her. And he finally caught her, and he put a little note on Nextdoor app. Hey, is this anybody's dog? And I said, before you take her to the shelter, stop by my house. I'll help you find her owner. And we did. We put flyers out. I went on Facebook, everywhere. Is this your dog? Look at this dog. Nobody said it was their dog. And she did this from day one, jumping up here on my shoulder. So I'm like, this dog must have found me. It's one of those things where, like, it's meant to be kind of thing. Or animals, you know, they are drawn to who they want to be drawn to, right? This my little buddy. And she's the alpha dog, believe it or not. Freedom's chilling over here on the blanket. Guess who the alpha dog is? This one. This little dog is the boss. She runs the show. She runs the show. AMC earnings. Okay, so that explains that. Darren, the shareholder bond. That explains that. AMC earnings. People sell because of the earnings. And sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of times, it's an overreaction. If you miss earnings by like some microscopic percentage point, everybody's like, oh, I'm selling it. Look what's happened to Twitter. It's ridiculousness. Twitter is going to be an e-commerce big baller. Mark my words. That's a good one, long term. These are social media, but they are also outlets for e-commerce. In other words, ads to sell you products, ads to get you to buy things. And Twitter has that massive fan base. So of course they're going to run ads. They're going to run promotional things to get you to buy. You'll see it on Twitter, and you'll be able to click on something and say, I want that, and it'll take you straight to where you can buy it. Twitter's going to move more towards that type of way of making money. So don't count Twitter down for the count. I think they took a bit of a hit when they started banning certain people from being on Twitter. I don't necessarily agree with that. But you have to do what's best for your company, and that's beyond what we have a say in, right? Just like Facebook, another massive marketing tool for e-commerce. Facebook is undervalued, I think. At the price it's at right now, looking into the future and what it could become, Facebook is a great price, in my opinion. But I don't have any at the moment. Was considering adding that to the new account, but I would have to put 3 weeks worth of $100 deposits towards that if I did happen to do that. Thanks, Nate. Yeah, I like to keep it at 100 a week, because there's many people out there that were not taught about how to save and invest. So I want to try to reach out to people that are looking to learn, and I want it to be more realistic and, not something that looks unattainable. And you can see the account balance is building up rather nice. Alright guys, so I'm going to wrap it up for this morning coffee chat. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you guys. This was fun. Please don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And I'll be doing my new account challenge update very soon. Hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll be talking to you soon. Peace.